welcome to another episode of Trendy Kids Production. Today we're going to be working on the Audi A4 B5, and we're going to be installing a auxiliary control interface. Now, if I know you, you're kind of fed up using these silly tape deck players that you plug into your MP3 player or iPod. They don't sound good, the sound quality is just rubbish, and you're ready for an upgrade. Alright, so here it is. You have your head unit, and you'll have to go online and order your interface. Your interface arrives. It's from China. You know, it's just normal bubble packing. You go ahead and rip this open. And pull out your interface. There's the main interface. This is the Ipod auxiliary adapter. It's the interface. Comes with a little user manual in here as well. Then what you get is the actual connector. Next thing you will be needing are these keys. Audi has a very specific way of taking the head unit out. You don't have any screws or anywhere. You simply put these keys in to the head unit. Now the way they are designed, so there's a little tooth right on this piece. Basically there's a little, in here, there's like a little flap and you are depressing that. So tooth side in. And you pop these straight in here. You go ahead and just pull it out. Sometimes yours might be a little more difficult to pull out. It's because there is a rubber seal all the way around. So just be careful and take that time the first time you're taking it out. Now, do not force those keys out. I don't know how well you can see. But on the side here, these are little pieces. You just have to push them in as hard as you can and then pull the key out. Alright, so now that we have this relatively out of the way, you want to go ahead and pull this plug out. It's the top plug. There's two little tabs on the side to pull it out. And you just pull that one out of the way. Go ahead and grab your new connector. Take the blue one, disconnect it. There's a little green tab there. You just take that and then slide it off. This one will just wrap up and save it. Take your interface out of the bag. Go ahead and take off these wires. Go ahead and save them though, because we will need them for later. And now you just want to slide the new blue piece back on. You slide from the top down. There's little grooves. Slide it on until it clicks. And now that's ready. Make sure when you plug this into the stock wiring loom that all these teeth are straight. Sometimes it'll be difficult, and if you try to jam it in there, you will damage the teeth and make it a lot harder of a job for you to do. Figure out the alignment of the way this works. There are teeth that guide it, so you just figure out which way it works. Alright, so now that we have this plugged in and it's all ready to go, you will need to do one more step. That is, easiest if you just take your antenna and move it out of the way. There's this little brown connector here. This is actually ground. So what you want to do, go ahead and take it off. Okay. Now, the ground that has the connector on it, when you take this one, go ahead and take it, and I like to run it under the other wires to then put it underneath the pre-existing ground location. Underneath just gets the best contact for both of these grounds. Go ahead and tighten it up. Not too tight because it's an aluminum back case, so. Alright, so now we're going to take one of our wire ties and we're going to take this and we're gonna wrap it up because it's gonna not be used. I like to wrap it with the piece going back that way, because then it's out of the way when you put the head unit back into place. Just give it a wrap. Doesn't have to be too pretty. That's done. You're going to want to take the new connector, blue to the right side of it, and just pop that in there. And now it's ready to go. So all we got to do now is find where you want to route this. There's many options. You can route straight up into the glove box. That's easy. That's where I route this piece, the Ipod charger, and I route the auxiliary input audio jack down and around to the side. So the first thing we do is we actually want to move all this out of the way. Take off your shift knob. Maybe a little bit more intuitive if you have the automatic. I don't know how well that comes off or how easy it is. Now you just have to slip this boot up and off this piece. And then pop this up. All my clips are broken in here, so it comes up really easy for me. And then your shift boot is off. Now that we have the shift boot out of the way and we have greater access to the side walls, we're going to go ahead and start routing this. Now what you want to do is go ahead and separate the wire, taking your auxiliary cable. Now there's a little opening down here, and you can get it to run past back there and down into here. You'll just have to feed it through your finger. So we got it through. You're going to go ahead and put the interface back here. Now we're going to run the charging cable / controller to the glove box. Go ahead and drop the glove box down. Now it catches on these two little points here. Just squeeze in and it'll drop down. Just make sure not to drop it too far, otherwise all your stuff dumps out. You want to take this, feed it back behind there. The panel goes pretty far back, but there is a little area you can get it to. And you'll just have to feel it and run the cable. So now we have the cable through here, put it in the glove box. Now there's this little piston, that's what keeps the glove box to glide smoothly down and not just drop. You want to go ahead and line that back up and put that back in. So just line it up, get the right side of the glove box in, and now it's in fully. Wire your cable over a little further, and that part's done. Now just make sure that this is in a position where it's out of the way. Go ahead and bunch all your cables up, put them back here, and push your head unit back into its place just for now. You might have to finesse it a wee bit. Don't put it all the way closed just in case your stuff doesn't work. Alright, so now we're just going to run this cable down and over to the side here so that it'll come up out here. You want to be able to run the cable back and behind this though. Alright, so now we have the cable running out onto the side, so we can put everything back together. And now we can go ahead and test the system out. You just simply plug your auxiliary cable into your iPhone, iPod, MP3 player, and
Hey, thanks for watching another 20 Kids production. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more upcoming episodes.